Not a big goose egg. That one, she's a burned out now, I'm telling you. That ain't no good. Ford, fix or replace daily. Whoa. You say you don't know where Rick's Rusty Rex is? Well, I'll tell you. You take the I-69 bypass, loop off on Doglick Road, head up T Highway, and hang a right, baby, and you're there. Welcome to RCindustry. Well, hey, it's Rick here, and welcome to another exciting episode of RCindustry. Today, we went and picked up the radiator for the limelateda. The radiator we put in it seems to be working fine, so I had the other one repaired. We didn't recore it. That's a whole nother story. But we didn't recore it. But we did get it repaired and everything, so we're going to get that out of the truck. But we got to talk about this thing a little bit. This is definitely a fix or repair daily kind of automobile, you know. Ford, fix or replace daily. This gauge, she's not working. And I don't know if it lost, you know, it's got that capillary tube that comes up from the block up there. So I don't know if it, you know, lost its juice out of that, or, you know, and it ain't a capillary anymore or whatever, but it ain't working. And so I really don't know how hot the engine gets. I don't know how good you can see there, but there's where the thing comes in at. It's in the block right there. And it runs up and around and goes up through that little that little radiator hose that I made for a conduit to run all that stuff through. So I just ain't really sure what happened, because the idiot light used to be hooked into right here, which is where now I've got the sensor for the fan set system to hook, you know, to sense at the whatever this thing is that restricts the flow here. Help me out. You know what it's called. You know, that round thing. So I don't know if something's going on with this. I know when I take that out to replace it, you know, obviously the antifreeze is going to come out. And, you know, we finally got all that fixed so that we ain't leaking antifreeze, you know. So it's just one of them things. So I think what we're going to do is take the old girl for a rip and run down to the parts store and see if we can find another Chinese, you know, gauge. And I mean, that's, you know, $11.95 there. Them was real cheap, you know. So maybe we should try to find one made a little better. I don't know. You comment down below and tell me. Anyway, let's go see if we can find something. All right, show you more. Here's the radiator, by the way, that we had fixed. So we need to get this out of the back of the service truck here, and yeah, go find a place, someplace where we can put that where it's not going to get all beat up. All right, we're in the old girl here. Let's see if it'll start. There we go. Still working on about. Whoop, she died on me. It always does that first time. Come on now. There we go. Yeah, so we're still at, oh wow, yeah, it looks like about 60, I don't know, 65 pounds of oil pressure cold. Now that's cold, it ain't hot, so. All right, let's take off out of here. Oh. All right. She's a cold-natured, that's for sure. We'll just baby it around a little here. Well, I'll just let you guys watch the gauges, but that old temp gauge, she don't ever do anything anymore. It used to, so I don't know what's going on with it, but it's got to be something in it that's just no good anymore, I guess. So I don't know. there and things made a liar out of me. Look at that. She's working now. You know, the last day I tried to use that, it was really cold out. I mean, like, I don't know. It was that day that I tried to start the car the next day. I got it running. So it was like 24 degrees outside. And I know the engine was getting warm because the thermostat thing was, you know, doing its thermostating thing, and the fluid was circulating in the radiator. So I know that it was warm, but maybe that thing has got some kind of liquid in it. It's got to have some sort of, you know, it's got to be at a temperature where it's not froze or something. I don't know. Like I said, it's made in China, so who knows? But since we don't have to spend that kind of money, that's good. Because the one in O'Reilly's was $32 and it was made in China as well, so I don't want that one. All right, well, let's just zip around town a little bit. I was gonna wash the car, but the car wash ain't got no change. So I guess maybe we'll just go home and wash it at home. All right, show you more. The only other thing I wanted to look at in this car today, since we don't have to obviously change that because it's working now. Comment down below if you've had that happen in cold weather. But down here, that fuse up there, she just melted clear out of that same day that it was so cold. And I had the heater on in this girl. Why, she popped that fuse. So let's see if we can't, I don't know, maybe get that fuse changed. All right, show you more. Okay, we're going to take our fancy little fuse pulling tool here. Let's see if we can get up in there and pop that out of there. That one, she's burned out now, I'm telling you. That ain't no good. So, let's put this one in there. Now, that one's good, but I guess if the heater motor's shorted out, I guess it'll pop it again. So, let's turn this on and see what we got. Can you see that up in there? Let's see what we get here. Well, where's my key at? Yep, there it is. Hold on. I get the key, and then the buzzer's going to have to go off. You know. Fans out there's a running, that's for sure. Let's see if we can get the... She's not doing nothing. So I'd say that blower motor's burnt out. What do you say? Now, I don't know where them heater motors are at. I know on a 68, you gotta pull the inner fender out to get it. I'm hoping it ain't like that in here. Get this some light up in here. Well, it ain't looking good, guys. I don't see not nary a blower motor anywhere. Bet that thing is outside. Let's take a look. Let's see now. We can see anything down in here. Well, there's the... Boy. There's the little tube that usually runs over and keeps the blower motor warm. It looks like the wiring goes down that way. So, gosh, is that thing, you gotta pull the inner fender out of this thing to get to that? I mean, I don't know for sure, but right there's that little tube that usually, you know, hooks onto the blower motor and keeps it warm or cool depending on what it needs to do. So that's what that is right there. Now that 68 that I had a place in here that on the inner fender that you actually could punch out and get to it, but this one don't show that. I wonder if we can see anything up through here. No, nothing. Nada. Big goose egg. Well, let's mix this up some soap water here. We'll use the old Riley's concentrated car wash. Yeah, just put a little of that in there. That never hurt anything. It feels like summertime, guys. It's like 50 degrees out here. On February the 1st? Are you kidding me? Probably going to have a tornado tomorrow. Alright, I'm going to flip you up on fast motion if this camera's got that. Well, the old girl looks pretty good when it's cleaned up. Looks like we had some stickers. Looks like Tadlock's tool shed's kind of fading out there. And let's see. We had a sticker there, but it blew off when I washed it. And looks like Mike's Hoopty Barn's getting a little faded, but everything else must have weathered the storm pretty good. The storm being cold weather and snow and bird poop. So anyway, remember kids, electricity will kill you. Anyway, I appreciate you all coming around and watching this nonsense today. We didn't really get into much on this because now we got to have a heater motor, most likely, since that that fuse burned out and I put a new one in and it didn't make, she no working anymore. So I'm assuming the motor's burned out. And to be quite honest with you, that day that happened, when it was really cold, it kind of smelled like hot something burning in the car, So anyway, yeah, that was another story. But I do appreciate you coming around and watching tonight or today. Maybe it's tonight when you're watching it. I don't really know, guys and gals. But I appreciate you coming along. We got some work to do on the old girl. We got to fix this door back here, which is coming up. We're going to tear that off there and fix it. And we got to get old brown bag over here. We got to get him over here and get that exhaust manifold changed out. So we got plenty to do. I'm going to do a little switcheroo. I'm going to put this one over where I park my work truck and get old brown bag sitting in front of the shop here, such as it is, the garage. That way I can easily get to it to take that old intake off. We're just going to do a big switcheroo. So be sure and like and share, and reach out there and check out all the No Name 500 people, and just support your local channels too. We got a lot of channels in our area that, you know, some of them are small channels, some of them are big channels, and you know, just get out there and support them too. You know, pick your favorite channel out, and even if you haven't got time to watch it all, just, you know, reach up there and hit play all. I don't know if you can do that on your cell phone, but I know you can do it on, if you watch it on TV like I do. But you know, if you look at your analytics, only about 5% of the people that watch my videos watch them on a television screen, you know, like through YouTube, you know, app or whatever. You got a lot of options there that you don't have on your phone. But the same is true with the phone. There's a lot of options on the phone that you have that you don't have on the app on the television. So, you know, it kind of goes both ways. But that demographic, it's interesting. That demographic is from 55 to 70 that watch it on the TV. And, you know, I fall into that category. So I guess what I'm trying to say is the old people watch it that way. I don't know if that's true. But anyway, anyway, thanks for coming along. Be sure and like and share. And don't forget to subscribe. There's another interesting demographic. There's only about 25% of you that watch me. No, it might be 23% of you that watch me subscribe. And it's free. It doesn't cost anything. You do have to give them your information as far as an email address, and you have to tell them what country you live in. But other than that, it's free, you know. And, you know, where people are worried about giving their email addresses out, well, you know, you can get on the black web and get anybody's email addresses. I mean, come on. This is 2024. I mean, you know, there's nothing secret anymore. So, anyway, appreciate you coming along. We're on Facebook. We're on Instagram, although I don't post much on Instagram. We're on X, and we are also on MeWe. So you can find us there. And, of course, we're here on YouTube. Rumble, yeah. Hey, I need to put some videos up on Rumble. I haven't put anything up there for a while. I need to get on Rumble and do that. So, anyway, you can find us all kinds of places. And remember, just like always, we're making it just like brand used here, baby. Run, Tallulah, run!
Hi, baby.